a bite, an overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. And the overhand right is real. Real. Super real. So real that Tyron Woodley knows how it feels. The overhand right is definitely in the game. And it's definitely my favorite punch, the overhand right. And Jake Paul displayed the best punch in boxing, the overhand right. Down goes Woodley. Down goes Woodley. And boy, oh boy, the fight was boring until that boom, down goes Woodley. Wow. And he saved the day. Yes, Jake Paul saved the day, calling himself the MVP, the most valuable boxer. And I heard word on the streets that old BoxRec that they got Tyron, they got Jake Paul, number 3 in the world as a fighter. Unbelievable. But this is the day and era that we living in at K9 Boxing. What's up, Dr. Whisper, motivation speaker? Joseph, what up, though? Yeah, I mean, listen, I would love to humble Jake Paul. But Jake Paul is already humble when it comes to stepping in the ring with me. He know he will not win. Listen, his team know he will not win. That's the reason why Jalen Love shot it down quickly, real quick. Them guys know who to get in the ring with and who not to get in the ring with. I've been ducked my whole career from Floyd Mayweather and Miguel Cotto and Canelo Alvarez to whoever else. I've been ducked. People are scared of the boogeyman when it is K9 Bunches. For real. Yeah, I need to see it too, Joseph. Believe that. Real talk. So yeah, man, you know, boxing is on fire. It's hot. And Spence and Ugas, Spence and Ugas, title unification is in play. And, you know, who do you feel will win that fight? Errol, Spence, or Ugas? Ugas looked really good against Manny Pacquiao. One of the reasons, of course, is Ugas can fight. The other reason, I think the main reason is, why did Manny Pacquiao fight an orthodox fighter when he was preparing for Errol Spence, who's a southpaw? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. In that situation, it didn't add up. And that's the reason why Manny Pacquiao is retired now. Now, Errol Spence pulled out the fight and blessed. Yes, Ugas got blessed to get the fight because Errol Spence pulled out. And now Ugas is about to fight. Word on the streets, Errol Spence. Errol Spence, one thing I like about him, and is that he really has heart. He don't take tune-ups at all. Coming off the car injury where he almost lost his life, he gets back in the ring and takes Danny Swift Garcia. That's a hard fight, even if you're healthy. And alone, coming off a car accident where you was all the way messed up. We didn't know if his body would ever be the same. I didn't know if his body was going to break down or what. To be honest with you, I didn't think that he was going to beat Danny Garcia. Not that he couldn't beat him if he hadn't been in that car accident, because I believe he could. But that car accident changed my whole mind and frame on who Errol Spence would be or how he would look in a fight with whoever. And now, once again, the eye bothered him. It was the same eye that was bothering him after the car accident. He had to pull out the fight and get eye surgery. And his very first fight coming back, he is fighting the man that retired Manny Pacquiao, Ugas. And you can't do nothing but take your hat off to Errol Spence because the man has heart. And on my pound for pound list, he is definitely in the top 5. If he's not in your top 5, it just can't no boxer. You got to think about where he's come from and what he is doing every time he steps into the ring. Not sometimes, every time. And Jake Paul says that he's ready for Canelo. Now, make that make sense. It don't make sense. It would make a lot of dollars, but it don't make a lot of sense. And Canelo is straight. He don't need Jake Paul. Canelo got more money than Jake Paul. And whether he got the celebrity as Jake Paul has, it don't matter. He has that bag. He has a whole lot of money. So he don't need Jake Paul. Now, Tyron Woodley, on the other hand, he needs Jake Paul because the UFC that is owned by Dana White, the UFC that's owned by Dana White, it's like he's pimping his fighters. They are being underpaid. Dana White is the Iron King of the UFC. Fighters are not making money like they should. When they finally get that bag, they got to get in a boxing ring. Conor McGregor would have never got $100 million in the UFC. But when he crossed over into boxing, he made $100 million. Let me rewind that. He made $100 million. Of course, it was against Floyd Mayweather, but still and yet, he made more money in one fight than he did his whole career as a UFC fighter. And Jake Paul is a smart businessman. You got to remember, at the end of the day, it's all business. And he is making very good business decisions. And Floyd Mayweather understood. Do I want to be Pretty Boy or do I want to be Money Mayweather? Pretty Boy was a better fighter, but Money Mayweather was a businessman. He got that bag. So you want to be pretty or you want to get that bread? He said, I want to get that bread. And he made more money at the time he was boxing than LeBron James. He was the highest paid athlete at the time that he was currently boxing. That's right. Boxing pays the bucks. You get the big bucks in boxing. That's why a lot of celebrities are boxing. I don't know if y'all saw Darren Williams. Williams. What's his name? I think it's Darren Williams versus the football player on the undercard. That was a good fight. Yeah, it was really a good fight. Yes, indeed. And Williams said he is 1-0. I got a few fighters. I train a fighter. I know a fighter. Alex Lewis. He's a former NFL football player, played with the Detroit Lions, who is trying to get in the game in a big way against a YouTuber, against another celebrity. Kendall Gill has been calling out Jake Paul. He got the NBA behind him. And, Jake Paul is smart. He is not about to take high risk for low reward. And I'm not saying that Kendall Gill was a high risk for a low reward. I'm just saying he's making good business decisions. It ain't about you fighting who the fans want you to fight. If so, I'm going to fight who the fans want me to fight that have the name but don't have the skills. Because then I can cash out without getting beat up or knocked out. And you can say what you want to say. Tyron Woodley taking that fight on 2-week notice was good for his pockets, but bad for his brand. Because boy, oh boy, oh boy, he has never looked that bad in the ring. And he done lost in the UFC, but he never got crushed like he did last night. And I'm just saying, we got Crying Hippie in the building. We got Woodley. We got, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to say it. We gonna say JG in the building. Peace be free. Facts. Oh, you know I'm gonna keep it 100, my doggy. We got who is that? Ana. Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up, Blue? Blue Note. Yeah. Anu Ofosa. Ofosa? Is that it? Yeah. From Long Beach, California. Yeah, Blue. You know, coming to YouTube, bro. That's where we at. We on YouTube. We go on Facebook Live with it, but the views hit the top when we on YouTube. So come to YouTube, Blue. Come to YouTube. All you gotta do is go to K9 Boxing, bam, and push the link or go live. We go live. Yeah, Blue's a good fighter right there, y'all. Y'all see Leandro Blue? Good fighter. Actually, Blue beat Errol Spence in the amateurs. So just to let y'all know, Leandro Blue beat Errol Spence in the amateurs. And how did it feel, Blue, when you beat Errol Spence? Not knowing Errol Spence was going to be an Olympian, was going to be a world champion, was going to be a pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world. Can you take us back to when you beat him? As a matter of fact, I got to get you on here live. What's up, Derek? Derek Shepard. How you doing, bro? If you're new to the channel, I don't know if you're new to the channel, but if you are, definitely subscribe to the channel. See, Blue said it was honestly easy work. So when he beat Errol Spence, DeAndre White, we call him Blue, beat Errol Spence in the amateur, he said it was easy work. So the fight before that was hard fight. He said, ask Tarek Fikes. I'm going to ask Tarek Fikes. I got to get Tarek Fikes on here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you must have hit the notifications too because you knew I was on here. Yeah. I'm doing good, brother. I'll subscribe to you. Oh, good. Yeah, man. But listen, that fight last night between Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley was boring, bro. It was boring. I was like, oh man, this ain't nothing like the first fight. And then out of nowhere, lightning struck. Oh man, it was a knockout. You know when you hear that thunder, you like, man, what the heck was that? Hey, that's what it was. And man, Tyron Woodley, mama, it was sad too because they had her in the background. Oh, my baby. Like her baby had just got killed. It was, it was a bad look. Yeah, it's definitely a bad look. Hey, Blue, you ain't listen. A lot of people come back for Jake Paul just for the money. I'm telling you, you're gonna get money. And Jake Paul, he isn't that good. The guys he in the ring with is making him look better than what he really is. I mean, he showed a lot of vulnerability yesterday. He was not looking good at all. For real. Yeah, what up, though? Hamilton still won. Salute to K9 in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. Let's go, champ. Yeah, but yeah, Jake Paul, I wonder who he gonna fight next. He make big moves, and he good. He's definitely good for boxing. Because think about it. He is bringing a different fan base to boxing. The young people, they are watching UFC. They more invested in the UFC more than they are in boxing. The older crowd, the veterans, who has a long history of watching boxing, are watching boxing. But more the younger crowd are watching the UFC. Dana White has did a good job at building a brand in the UFC. But Jake Paul is taking a lot of them UFC fans, the younger crowds, and he bringing them to boxing because he has a huge fan base, because he has a whole lot of followers on social media and YouTube. And you can say what you want to say. He's good for boxing. He can't mess my brand up. I'm good. I'm already cemented because I won 2 world titles. But I'm able to get on here and make my own noise without Jake Paul, with Jake Paul, or whoever. I got belts on top of belts. I pay my dues. When you become a 2-time world champion, your voice will be heard. You just got to make sure you're able to talk and you're not punch drunk. Because if you're punch drunk, it can hurt your brand. Just think about, it's a lot of former world champions who took too many punches to the head. And if they could talk just a little bit, it would probably be working for Showtime. It would probably be working for ESPN. But just for the fact that they can't talk clear, it has hurt their brand. Thank God. And me becoming the oldest world champ in junior middleweight history, let me rewind that. And me becoming the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history, you would think that I would have some kind of slur. Like, how is you the oldest? If I'm the oldest, I mean, I could have took a lot of punches or too many punches to become the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. So to win my world titles at 37 and 41 was a great accomplishment. And I thank God for that. And on top of that, you can hear what I'm saying. The words are coming out clear. And I just thank God for that. But for those that, who's taking too many punches, or maybe blind, like Gerald McCullough, I pray for them. And we should pray for them. We should find a way to try to help them. And she's doing, Gerald McCullough's sister's doing a great job in taking care of her brother. She's taking time out for herself and her family to take care of her brother. Boxing is it's a lonely sport. In a ring, people are rooting for you because when you the man, they're rooting for you. But at the end of your career, it's all entertainment. They ain't rooting for you no more because you ain't doing nothing. You out the ring now. Now, if you got money, they gonna still like a picture if you take it and all that. But if you ain't got no money, or you ain't got no fame, and you ain't got no belts, hey man, they will turn the other cheek. They will roll their eyes at you. You are a has-been in their eyes. That's why you must keep your brand going. You got to keep it going. You got to keep it flowing. And, Jake Paul is doing a great job, man. I don't care what nobody say. Now, as a person, I don't like what Jake Paul stands for. He do a lot of weird things. He called me, tried to prank me. That was weird, Of course, his sidekick, the side trick, Jadion Love gave him my phone number. They call themselves pranking me. How can you prank me with a call from ESPN? Like, I haven't ever talked to ESPN or fought on ESPN, And the crazy part is they were saying, man, he was excited. You see, he was like, oh, man, he thought he was talking to ESPN. Man, I fought on ESPN 9 times. I done did 100 interviews with ESPN. Man, listen, that stuff didn't faze me or mean nothing to me, But, it is what it is. So I heard Jadion Love fought a 42-year-old. I didn't even go look at box rec because that should have been easy work, Everybody ain't 42 like I was 42 or 41 when I was 41 like I was 41, Only a select few could win world titles at 41. But, man, it is what it is. I even feel sad for Evander Holyfield. He took way too many blows and almost got killed by. Oh, yeah, I think that fight between what's the guy named Vitor or Belfort I think that he could have actually won that fight. If you go look at that fight again, when he was throwing punches at Holyfield, Holyfield was blocking their punches and moving out the way. He wasn't on steady legs, but the shots he had took were the shots that had knocked him down early on. But afterwards, if the referee would allow Holyfield to continue, I think Holyfield would have did a whole lot better than we could even imagine. But him being older, him getting knocked down and them having questions on if they should even let him fight was the reason why he didn't have a chance going into it. So if he got hurt, knocked down, anything, they were looking to stop the fight quickly because they didn't want him to fight in the first place. So he should have told the referee in the locker room, because the referee come in the locker room and give you some instructions. You should have told the referee, listen, I ain't fought in a long time. I am still Holyfield. I am still a champ. Now, look, he might catch me with something, but guess what? If he catch me with it, I might, fall. I might allow me to get up, allow me to finish the fight. Let me go out on my shield, because he might catch me. I might be off steady legs, but I know how to roll with the shots. I ain't fought in a minute. Give me a chance to adjust. I guarantee you, I'm going to get it back. I'm going to be all right. And then we would have no doubts on if the referee should have stopped the fight or not. Holyfield was looking like, why you stop the fight? As a fan or someone that really don't understand boxing or never been in the ring, you would have looked and said, oh, man, that was a good stoppage. It wasn't a good stoppage. If it was when he got knocked down the first time, is when the referee probably should stop the fight. But if you go look at when Holyfield was getting, when he was throwing punches at Holyfield was moving and moving. He wasn't on steady legs, but he wasn't getting caught with them shots. He was not getting caught with them shots. And I know Holyfield, listen, the next round he would have adjusted because the guy he was fighting was not a real boxer. So he would have slowed down big time. And Holyfield would have did a lot better. Now, I'm not saying he would have won, but he would have started catching that guy. And if it would have been scheduled for a longer fight, an older Holyfield was a lot better than a UFC fighter who just turned pro in boxing. Oh yeah, always good to see my UK brothers in the chat. You can talk to the referee any kind of way you want to, but you got to do it, in the dressing room. You can let them know how you feel. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you could tell exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They didn't want that fight to happen between Holyfield and other guy. So Holyfield didn't have a chance. If he got caught with anything, they were stopping that fight right away. I just listen. I've been doing this boxing. I've been involved in boxing for a long time, and trust me, Holyfield was not out of there. If you go look at that fight again, Holyfield was getting caught. It was bad because it's Holyfield. And we talk about a UFC fighter. But when the fight got stopped, go look at it. The guy was throwing punches and Holyfield was moving. He wasn't on steady legs, but he was moving, getting out the way. He didn't get caught with nothing. But just the fact that the young man was overwhelming Holyfield, or it looked like he was overwhelming Holyfield, the referee was like, he stopped the fight because he didn't want Holyfield to get hurt. The damage that the young man had did was already done. The damage was when he knocked Holyfield down. It wasn't when he was throwing the punches and when the referee stopped the fight. An experienced referee like myself, or experienced fighter, if I was refereeing, would have saw, okay, let me give Holyfield a little chance. Now, if Holyfield would have got caught with something hard in between what the fighter was doing, the UFC fighter was doing, then I would have stopped the fight. But I would have been watching carefully, and I would have been telling Holyfield, show me something, do something. Then Holyfield would have had the opportunity to throw a punch, land a shot. Because if you don't show me something, then maybe you are being bothered. Maybe, you are trying to play in the Matrix, the new version of the Matrix. But if you show me something, then I know, okay, you good. But from what I was seeing, he wasn't getting hit. Exactly, Perry. Yeah. And you just got to know what you know. you know, you got to know what you know. And, you know, I know boxing. If I don't know nothing else, you better believe I know boxing. Yes, indeed. The new Matrix, for real, I'm telling you. He should have did something. But now it's going to seem like that young man ended Holyfield's career. When Holyfield probably should have been talking to the referee, but, you know, in the dressing room. But Holyfield probably didn't think that he was going to end up in that situation. You know, but going into it, if they tell you, man, you too old, you shouldn't be fighting. Why is Holyfield fighting? He getting back in the ring. Holyfield, why you doing it? You shouldn't do it. Your mama don't want you to do it. Your wife don't want you to do it. Nobody wants you to do it. You should have been telling the referee, listen, everybody is saying I'm too old and I shouldn't be doing this. Listen, I want to do this. And give me the opportunity to do this. If I get knocked down, so what? I done got knocked down before. Yeah, I'm a little older, but guess what? I'm going to be all right. That fight cost Holyfield millions of dollars. The fight between him and Mike Tyson would have sold out. It probably would have been the highest pay-per-view fight of all time. But just him not communicating with the referee cost him stacks on top of stacks, cost him that big bag, boy. For real, for real. Now Mike Tyson, if he beat Holyfield, now they're going to be looking at him like, oh, man, Holyfield was done. He already got beat up by that UFC fighter. He was already done. And I'm just saying, 52P Grinder, what's up, Brody? How you doing? Yeah, so yeah, I appreciate you boys for tapping in tonight. I know like when it's 10:39 p.m. Eastern time on a Sunday, yes, on a Sunday, it's like 2 a.m. Because, you know, people getting ready for work, you know? But SB, you know what I'm saying? She said you should go live and that. I want to ask SB, you know, to hook up the live so we can go live. But SB read my mind. And we in this boy today. Tonight. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so man, who y'all got as the pound for pound best fighter in the world? Name me your top 5. I can name my top 5. I don't necessarily know in what position I'm gonna have them in, but I know probably who I got as number 1. Number 2, I think I might know who I got as number 2. Number 3 could probably be a toss-up. And it was crazy. I think on ESPN, they had, I believe, Cambosis in the top 10. You know, Styles make fights just because he beat Teofimo Lopez don't mean he should be in the top 10. I beat Corey Spinks, who was a undisputed former world champion. I'm talking about undisputed, meaning he had all the belts at one time. And they didn't put me in the top 20 pound for pound best fighters in the world or fighters in the world at that time. So, you know, how was he in the top 10? You know, maybe because he got a country behind him. Maybe so. Sharon P, what up, though? Yes. You said, what do I think about what? Hey, Kobe say Canelo Alvarez. He's definitely top number 1. Bud, and then he said Usyk. I don't know if I got Usyk number 3. Usyk, yeah, he did a great job in beating Anthony Joshua, but Anthony Joshua has already been beaten. It wasn't his first time losing. Oh, F2P Grinder say Spence, you got to put it, as I'm saying, Spence should be up there. Tank stock went down to me. So I don't know if I got Tank in there. I don't know if I got Wilder in there either. Wilder got a heck of a punch, but I don't know if I have it in top 5. Josh Taylor should definitely be up there. Josh Taylor is a beast. Yeah, Josh Taylor should be up there. Oh, yeah, who was that one guy? The Philippine guy. Derek on point with this one. But I don't know about the Tank part. This is on point, but I don't know about Tank. Tank his stock went all the way down. So you know that Bud, the Canelo, and Unique. I don't know how you spell his name or how you say his name, but that got good. Inoue. That got good. I saw him. I said, "Oh, that boy a beast." Yeah, definitely. Yeah, his stock did go down. Yeah, his stock went all the way down, champ. Yeah, Crawford is up there for sure. I don't know. I don't know. I got to write mines down. Who I think, I don't know. Yeah, you got to prove it. Josh Taylor is a beast. I'm telling y'all, that boy, man, y'all got to get him his. He won an undisputed world champ. Yeah, he's one of the world champions, y'all. Sharon P said, hey. Yeah. I gotta go. Listen, I probably have to say, I would say Canelo for sure. Um, it's hard to say Terrence Crawford is number 2 pound for pound because Terrence Crawford is only fought one real legitimate to me welterweight, and that's Sean Porter. And in that fight, before the stoppage, I had Sean Porter winning the fight. I had him winning the fight. And I'm not his dad, but I felt like his dad stopped the fight too soon. So, but Terrence Crawford does have skills. So he's definitely in the top 10. He's probably definitely in the top 5 because of the skill level that he has, the IQ that he has. But number 2, I wouldn't put him in number 2. Could he, and I'm not saying he don't have to do it, but go through some circumstances like Errol Spence did, almost lose his life and still compete at the highest level. Errol Spence is not being given enough credit for what he is doing. I'm talking about, man, almost losing your life and beating Danny Garcia was super big. And then now his next fight coming out of a eye injury, surgery on his eye. He about to fight Ugas, who just retired Manny Pacquiao. You gotta put some respect on Errol Spence's name. Come on, man. Errol Spence a beast. You gotta remember, he was the one, even though Mikey Garcia is a little guy, he gave Mikey Garcia his first L. Yeah, Errol Spence did. Errol Spence a beast, bro. Terrence Crawford ain't talking about moving up in weight to fight Canelo Alvarez. Errol Spence is. And he ain't just talking. He's serious. He don't just talk the talk. He walk the walk. Real spill. Yeah, Tyson Fury. You got to give Tyson Fury credit. Tyson Fury fought the man that was avoided by all the big fighters in the weight class. Anthony Joshua was not trying to step to Deontay Wilder for nothing. They were playing so many games because they didn't want that work. They want that man to take a 70-30 split or 70-30. We gonna take 70, you take 30. What? Hey, Tyson Fury said, man, I'll fight him. I ain't scared of him. And went out there and beat him. They called the first fight a draw. If you got eyes, I got eyes. We got eyes. For those that got eyes, they know that Tyson Fury won that first fight. And he destroyed him in the second fight. And did the same thing in the third fight. So Tyson Fury deserves to be in the top 5. I probably had to put him up at number 2. In the fight of the year, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. You know, I might have to say Tyson Fury is number 2. Just because of, you know, the circumstances and him being undefeated and who he'll fight, no matter what, you might have to go with Errol Spence at number 3. And that little Philippine guy, man, he might have to be number 4, him or Josh Taylor. Or we might have to put Josh Taylor at number 3. You know, we might, because, you know, we don't know what Errol Spence is going to show up. So we might have to put Errol Spence at number 5 or number 6. You know, I need to put that. What's the guy? The Philippine guy. We might have to put him at number 4 and put Josh Taylor at number 3. Yeah. Yeah, we might have to do that. Real spill. And just because, you know, Terrence Crawford is hot right now, we might have to put him at number 4. Okay, now where would you rank Ryan Garcia? Right, Ryan Garcia is definitely up there. He's just got to get focused. When your training partner or your stablemate is telling you to take boxing serious, you know, you got to take boxing serious. He has the potential. He has a lot of potential and fan base and can fight. I got him right up there with all of them, you know, but he got to get serious because he can't play boxing. He can play basketball. He can play football, but you can't play boxing. And Ryan Garcia is playing boxing right now. He needs to get serious because if not, he's going to mess around and get hurt. You have a great night too, JP. What's up, Tefan? You all right? Ooh, I want to sneeze, but it won't come out. Yeah, Isaac Cruz. Man, listen, that was, I don't care what they say. That right there was like, that fight, Isaac Cruz, that should have been a draw. That man deserved a draw. He did not deserve a loss on his record for that fight. Jay Wizzy, styles make fights. And Usyk is a great fighter because of his amateur career. He was only 19-0. I didn't know he only had, okay, he said, hold on. He had 335 wins. Wow. I didn't even know that. What's up, Samson? If you cut your hair, will you lose your strength? Samson. Yeah, he's a real, listen, yeah, real talk. Yeah, Zerto looked good last night. Yeah, Zerto. Ain't nobody talking about him, but he like 44-0. Ain't lost no fights. No fights. Now that makes sense right here. Rolly versus Garcia. Winner gets Tank. Yeah, for sure. That knockout was not rigged. Don't look at the knockout. That was not rigged. That boy got hit for real. It can never be rigged when you get hit with a hard punch and you get face down like this, sleep. That part was not rigged. Now go watch when Muhammad Ali beat Sonny Liston. That looked rigged. He hit the man with a phantom punch. The man just fell and didn't get up. Ali was looking over him like, man, get up. I ain't even hit you. That looked rigged. When Deontay Wilder knocked out Malik Scott, That looked red. He didn't even hit the man. It looked like he hit him, and the man fell out, act like he was getting up, and then didn't get up. And next thing you know, he was his trainer. You know, so no, you get hit for real. There's nothing rigged about that. Go look at the replay. Man, I want to so bad. Tito, I want to. But they ain't gonna let me. They don't want that work. Man, with the quickness. That punch was legit. Too legit. Too legit. He hit. Hey. Yeah. Because of cats like Jake Paul, you got a lot of people that want to be boxers now. You know? The rich people want to box now. I can box. I can fight. You know? He bringing them to the game. Bring them out. Bring them out. It's that song that T.I. got. Bring them out. Bring them out. Tell him again, Cola, that as much as you might not like Jake Paul, that was a real punch. Yeah, that was real. That was real deal. There you go. That's my favorite punch right there. The overhand right. That's that sleeper. Put him to sleep. Night. It's over. Yeah. So. Yeah. You know, like cats, Woodley was just desperate, man. You know, the man got a tattoo of another man on him for the fight. You know, he got an opportunity to fight him on a 2-week notice. You know, knowing most likely that he wasn't gonna win, he wanted the money. You know, desperate people will do desperate things, and he was not ready for that fight, mentally and physically. He wasn't mentally ready for that fight. And he wasn't physically ready for that fight. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to see it. And you could just see the fight was terrible leading up to the knockout. It was terrible. And but that knockout saved the day. And people are talking about that all over the world. And you got some people that think Jake Paul, boy, is the real deal. He's getting better. And like I say, it's business for him. You know, he ain't trying to become a world champ. That's why he bought his own belt. he bought his own belt. He ain't trying to be a world champ. He ain't trying to be a state champ. But he bought his own belt. I guess he a champ in his own right. He believe in himself. I'm happy he boxing. Just let you know you can play boxing. You can't play boxing, but you can play boxing. It depends on how you look at it. All about the money. It's always all about the money when it comes to boxing. You better take care of your health because you can get really hurt in boxing badly. Woodley got hurt real bad, man. I'm talking about real bad. Yeah, you gotta respect the Woodley because he got in the ring regardless. He was willing to take the chance, getting embarrassed, getting knocked out, and he got knocked out. He got to deal with that. No matter how much money he got, he looked like Jake. He looked like Nate Robinson. Yeah, that right wasn't no joke, Jay Wizzy. Yeah, the guys clench a whole lot because they don't know what to do when they get too close. And that happens with a lot of fighters who don't have the experience. They don't know how to slide back a little bit. early on in my amateur career, I didn't know how to get no distance in between the guy that I was fighting. I didn't know how to take a little half step back to give myself some leverage or room to punch. And that's the same thing happening with Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. Neither guy know how to, they don't have the experience. To take a long time to really get it. You can't just get it overnight. You can't get it with 4 pro fights, 5 pro fights. It takes years on top of years on top of years to be able to, get the sweet science down pat. It could be knockout of the year. That, it probably is knockout of the year. It's been quite a few. It's all about punch placement. Always. Always about punch placement. For sure. What up, though, Antonio? How you doing? Oh yeah, he was the famous for clinching. But it's an art to that clinching, Antonio. You can make, hey, trust me. Ain't nothing wrong with holding here and there. You could break a person's momentum by holding a guy. Hold him and hit him. Hold him, hit him. I like you gonna hold him. He think you have to hold him. He get relaxed and bam, you hit him. So hey, you gotta know how to do it all. You gotta actually even know how to hold. That breaks a person's momentum. The hold obsessively is too much. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. AC. Yeah, he did. Man, he found out the hard way. Yeah. Devin Haney taking the right fights to get better. Out of all the guys, he's like the baby of the bunch. He has the least experience, and he needs those kind of fights, like with JoJo Diaz and them, to get the experience that he needs to fight the top guys like the Gervonta Davises of the world. Yep, and that was strategy. That strategy on Holyfield. Holding Mike Tyson frustrated Mike Tyson. And he headbutted him. He added some extra stuff to the game. And then Mike Tyson bit his ear off. Yeah, that kid was scary. Yep. Good thing is he got up, man. And, he went back home to his family. That's a good thing. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so we definitely got a great year coming up in 2000. I think 2021 was one of our better years in boxing. It was a real great year. I just hope that we can get the best to fight the best in 2022. I hope Errol Spence can stay healthy. Don't have any more injuries like eye injuries, anything. I hope the lightweights actually start fighting each other. I hope Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford finally fight. That'll be a great year right there, just off that right there alone. I hope Jake Paul continues to fight, celebrities and more, celebrities get in the boxing ring and more, people start boxing and getting themselves in shape, and coming to train with K9 and all the other trainers. Real spill. Of course, exactly that's what it was. And see what happened. A guy I was sparring with my homeboy today, and he was trying to do that same shot on me, and I'm like, man, hey, I'm the inventor of that shot. You're not gonna be able to catch me with that punch. That's my shot. I ain't falling for the okey doke. Hey, I already know about that all day. Started trying to fake up and then catch me. I was like, yeah, right. Roy, are you crazy? You so silly. Well, he tried to fight a professional boxer. He just happened to pull out. Yeah, I think this fight is next. Mike Tyson versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul will never be the same. After fighting Mike Tyson, Logan Paul will never be the same. Yeah. Man, listen. That man got hard to get in that ring with Mike Tyson. Oh, my man say from Jamaica. That's what I'm talking about. A little Jamaica love in this boy. I hope y'all hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed to it. Definitely subscribe, man. Hit the notifications, all that good stuff. But definitely hit the like button. We need y'all to hit the like button for sure. Y'all be tapping in and forget to hit the like button. You got to boing. Because when you hit the like button, the video pops up at the top when you hit the like, when you get enough likes. I'm quite sure he do want Canelo. Canelo going to fight who he want to fight when he want to fight him. Yep. Just telling y'all, it is what it is. Let me see how many likes we got on this boy. Because we got 21 in the chat. Man, Jake Paul put that boy, man. That man should be ashamed of himself. Shame. Why you shaming? SB. Talk to him again, champ. Boy, talk to him. Okay, well, you a girl. Well, I didn't know. Glad I didn't. AB. AB a girl. My daughter named AB too. Ariel Bunches. She a girl too. So girls are wanted on the channel too. We don't discriminate. No, we don't. We welcome all. We just like to keep it professional. You know, you can like to dislike, you know, or we can agree to disagree, but we want to keep it 100 and keep it clean. I appreciate the super chat. Cola 335. Hashtag dogs us. Yeah, Team K9 in the building. Always. What up, though? Yeah. Always a good night when you're alive. Man, it was crazy how you got that boy, man. Put that boy to sleep like that. We had 11,000 that watched the fight with K9 Bunches last night. Appreciate y'all for tapping in for sure. Shout out to my fighter, Lil DJ, who won a silver gloves. Shout out to everybody that's on the chat right now. Tell him again, champ. Tell him again. Yeah, heard. Hey, Perry, next time, Perry, make sure you go to my YouTube channel. We want you on YouTube with us. It's called K9 Boxing. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications. I think Jake should fight. Who I think Jake should fight next? Fight Diaz. One of the Diaz guy. What's his name? His name Antonio Diaz. The Diaz guy that does UFC. Nate Diaz. I think that's him. Salute to you too, Derek. Yeah, you know, fight somebody. Hey, fight. You know, hey, it's like a circus, but hey, they paying for the circus. So keep clowning. Keep clowning. Keep getting paid. But definitely fight guys you know you can beat. You know? Fight another big name and get paid. Get paid, get paid, get paid. Okay. Yeah, that's you up under. You up under West Virginia Proud. Yeah, go hit that boy right now and subscribe. Yeah, he should fight. Yeah, Nate Diaz. Because Nate Diaz has a big name. That'll make money. They'll get paid. And, you know, hey, that's what the fans want to see. The UFC fans will turn to the fight and watch the fight because of that. Nate Diaz fighting against Jake Paul. That'll be good for boxing. Say what you want to say. You know, cats can say, man, that's bad for boxing. Well, the same people that say it's bad for boxing don't probably support boxing. They support UFC. So it's bad for boxing, but you don't support boxing. You bad for boxing. So, you know, why was you even speaking and you ain't even, you know, you're not even supporting boxing? The same people that got the most to say are the ones that don't even support. So nobody even thinking about, you know, what the next person is saying if it ain't trying to advance the sport. Yeah. He can box. I saw what you saw in the UFC fights. He be boxing real good. Definitely, you don't want to get killed. Period. But you can't play boxing to a certain extent. I mean, as long as Showtime gonna put the money up, you know, for him to fight, and as long as the fans gonna support him, he could do this forever, probably. You know. But who knows? I sure didn't want Tyron Woodley to beat him because could Tyron Woodley bring the fans to boxing like Jake Paul? No, I wanted Jake Paul to win just because of that, and that's probably the only reason why I wanted him to win. The longer he win, the better he do, the more people he gonna come into boxing. You know, we need boxing to continue to grow. And breaking news, they have Marios Barrios and Keith Thurman on pay-per-view. Let me rewind that. They have Mario Barrios and Keith Thurman on pay-per-view. Tell me, you guys gonna order that? Are y'all gonna order the fight between Keith Thurman and Marios Barrios? A pay-per-view fight? Wow, pay-per-view is getting ridiculous, bro. They want you to pay for everything. And I can order the fight and commentate it on my channel, but I gotta boycott that one, man, because it ain't pay-per-view worthy. I'm not saying I'm not happy that the brothers are making money off pay-per-view. Eat that money. You deserve it, you know? Your life is worth whatever you get when you step in that ring. You get what you negotiate. But as a fan of boxing, to see um Keith Thurman and Marius Barrios being on pay-per-view, it's like, wow. Do they even care about the numbers? That is not going to sell at all. At all. Hey, Perry, remember I told you, Perry, YouTube, K9 Boxing. Who gonna order that? Not me. And I probably would do good ordering that fight because ain't nobody else gonna order it. So they rather for me to order it because I ain't ordered it to see what I'm talking about. Or to tell me, because people that don't know it be talking some show the fight. If you gonna show the fight, it's a watch party. I'm trying to build my channel. How am I gonna build my channel if they take my channel? For me trying to show the fight just because somebody says show the fight. Somebody I don't even know. Who don't know me. It's a dirty game. It is a dirty game. Yeah, you can't, and, you just can't put no anything on pay-per-view and think people gonna order it. That'd be a good fight, Adrian Broner versus Jake Paul. Shoot, Adrian Broner's a little too small, so it had to be an exhibition. And then, Adrian Broner, they had to let his hands go. His problem is he don't let his hands go. And, you know, Jake Paul smart enough to not fight that many rounds against Broner, because if it was a 12-round fight, then Adrian Broner will catch up with him. But if it's a 4-round fight, by the time AB or Adrian Broner get going, the fight already be over with. It been went to the decision. And if it go to the decision and it's close, they gonna try to give it to Jake Paul. Or they gonna give it to Jake Paul. Yeah, that's what I heard. I know they want the smoke and they wouldn't get him what he wants, so he gonna take the fight. And if before he take that fight with Conor Ben, I think Adrian Broner should get a tune-up so he could be sharp going into the fight. Because if not, it's gonna be sick that he lost the fight to somebody he couldn't beat if he was physically sharp, you know. And like I say, if he got a fight in between, because you know you don't want to fight a guy who just fought somebody and you ain't been fighting, because you know the ring rust ain't no joke. I'm a fan of anything figure of speech that's gonna help the sport of boxing, and this right here YouTube thing is helping boxing. You definitely need a tune up, because you don't want to go into no fight and you ain't ring sharp. Because the better man can be you, but you're not gonna be the better man fighting the guy who's sharper than you, who just recently fought. You gotta get the rust off, dust off your shoes, and get you, get in the ring, get some of that dust off, and then okay, I'm back now. When Michael Jordan retired and came back that first year of retirement, he was rusty. He wasn't the same Michael Jordan he was before he retired. But the next year, he was MJ again. So, you got to get sharp. And one way to get sharp is to get back active. I don't know. I don't think we ever find out because the money ain't there. And AB ain't fighting if the money ain't there. I already know what it is. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, K9 Boxing. SB. Appreciate it, champ. Appreciate it. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. Oh, they showing. Oh, let me see. Bam. Oh, flatline. I gotta go look at some of these videos that I got right here on the YouTube channel. Go look at some of these shorts. Yes, indeed. Turn up K9. Man, all you gotta do to go on Twitter. I'm verified on Twitter. K9 Boxing on Twitter. Yeah, we're on Twitter. I'm on Instagram at K9 Boxing. Yep. I'm on Facebook at K9 Boxing. I ain't been over there in a long time. Yeah, I went over there a few times. Hey, it didn't work. It did not work, Cosmic. Now, if they was doing UFC, then guess what? Tyron Woodley would have won. I don't know nothing about 52 blocks, champ. I have no clue. Programmer, what up, though? You made it to the show. before it ended, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I hope y'all hitting that like button. Okay. I know. I don't know, y'all. You gotta tell her where that merch at. See, Crying Hippie letting y'all know how to get the merch. Go get the merch. Go get the shirt. Go get the hat. Just like that. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. I always say that, don't I? See? That's the best punch in boxing, I'm telling you. My favorite punch in boxing is the overhand right. And Jake Paul displayed the best punch in boxing. The overhand right will put you on Daisyland, Dreamland, Fantasy Island. Good morning. That boy said, oh, and good morning. Kareem, what's up, Kareem? Man, Jake Paul don't want that. I'll win that fight. Easy work. Yeah, listen, I'm a proven veteran. I done won 2 world titles. Yeah, them guys don't want that smoke. Oh, them guys don't want to do that at all. Easy work. I might be fighting in United Kingdom. They want me to fight in a celebrity exhibition. USA versus UK celebrities. So that might be happening in March. Yeah, $2 million. Put that boy to sleep for $2 million. $2 million? He going to sleep quick. For sure. Oh yeah, we already own it. Yep. Yes, indeed, boy. Kareem Fuller. Y'all make sure y'all tap in tomorrow too. We going live tomorrow. I'm thinking 11 a.m. or 12 a.m. 11 a.m., 12 p.m. Eastern time. Why going earlier than that? Oh yeah, Serrano, she looked real well. She looked all right. She was looking good in the beginning, but then she was getting hit with shots she probably shouldn't have got hit with. Oh, somebody just hit me with a text and said, awesome show, champ. We will be watching. Trying to figure out who is this. Yeah, Serrano a beast though. I think she carried the girl. I think she could have knocked the girl out, but she took her foot off the gas. But she a beast. I want to see her against Katie Taylor. She been calling out Katie Taylor. Hey, all things are possible with God. Just make sure you learn everything you need to learn before you step in that ring. Yeah, world best, Kobe, world best. World best is still in Detroit. It's still some Detroit gyms. Jungle Gym, Hands On. There's still a few gyms in the city. I didn't really count Crunks that much myself, to be honest with you. You know, it was really, a gym with a bunch of kids. Yeah, I actually sparred Tyson Fury at Crunk Gym that was on Warren. Yeah, we sparred when Tyson Fury came to Crunk's. We sparred. So yeah, I gave that boy that work. You know me, at 5'7", jumping up, dunking the right hand on him. You already know me. Easy work at K9 Boxing. Let's go, champ. You already know. A bark, a bite, an overhand right. The dog is coming. Don't bark if you can't bite. Let's go, champ. You already know. Hashtag dogs are us. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to tap out. I'll see y'all again in the morning. Early morning. Oh, it's on a lodge. It's on a lodge, Kobe. Camp. It's on a lodge. Not that hand. It's a 2 hands on. Hands on I'm talking about is on a lodge. Yeah, I don't think I video recorded me and Tyson Fury's sparring, but he actually said it. He talked about being at the gym with me in one of his interviews. All right, yeah, peace. All right, AB. One love, y'all. Cheers and God bless y'all. Yeah, dogs us.